There's been story after story of faith and resilience that have come to light these past few days. One story of a strong sisterly love until the end has especially captured people's hearts amid tragedy. Two of the flash flood victims were sisters Blair and Brooke Harbor, ages 13 and 11. The Harbor girls were students at a Dallas Catholic school and were vacationing with their parents and grandparents on the Guadalupe River near Hunt, Texas, when the floods took their lives. Their grandfather, Mike, was also killed, and their grandmother, Charlene, is presumed dead. According to the family's GoFundMe page, Blair and Brooke were found with their hands locked together, and they had their rosaries with them. Their aunt says she just had a conversation with 13-year-old Blair about God and heaven 2 weeks earlier. Joining us now is the Harbor family's pastor, Father Joshua Whitfield of the St. Rita Catholic community in Dallas, Texas. Father, thank you for speaking with us during what I imagine must be one of the heaviest weeks of your priesthood. I first need to ask, how is the Harbor family doing right now? What can you share with us?
Thanks for asking, and thanks for having me, and thanks for that question. The Harbors are day by day, moment by moment. They are an amazingly strong family of faith. The Catholic faith, for them, is the air they breathe. It's their daily strength, and it's proven itself strong this week. But it is day by day, moment by moment for them.
Father, tell us, what do you think the legacy of Blair and Brooke will be, and their grandparents, Mike and Charlene?
Brightness, fun. The girls were part of us. It's a huge parish, a huge school, and they were in the middle of it. Annie, their mom, is a teacher at our school, and you know, they served at Mass, and I mean, look at the smiles, you know. I mean, that's their legacy, reminding us not to take for granted the beauties that God gives us in each other. That you know, you really should love the people close to you and hug them tight and not take them for granted. And we're talking about that a lot. We people here at St. Rita this week.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And Father, I understand there were other families in your parish community impacted by these Texas floods as well. How much did the flooding in Hunt, Texas impact the St. Rita Catholic community in Dallas, which is hours away?
Well, you know, as I've been telling people, anybody who is a real Texan knew instantly the moment they saw the headline that it was going to affect so many people across this state, because that is summer camp central, and hundreds and thousands of kids and families are on that river in the summer, and so. In our parish, we've got about 5 families who were impacted in different ways, and I've been on the phone. I was on the phone just an hour ago with another family. They're boys in our school. They lost their cousin, and you know, it's I've never seen anything like it, and it is beautiful though to how those families who are grieving in their own different ways are coming together and asking after one another. We're all saying to ourselves, we have no idea how we could get through this without each other, without the church. And so it's painful and beautiful at the same time.
Father, you yourself, you've had quite the journey to the Catholic priesthood. Just so our viewers know, you are a married former Episcopal priest and the father to 5 children. You were ordained a Catholic priest in 2012 through St. John Paul II's provision for the reception of Episcopal clergy into full communion with the Catholic Church. Father, how has your specific, unique vocation as a married priest, how has that shaped the way that you're now pastoring to your flock amid this tragedy? I mean, you yourself, you have young daughters.
Right. And in fact, Zoe Catherine had Miss Harbor for a teacher, and ZC, we call her Zoe Catherine. I just saw her before I came on with you. She was in Brooke's grade, and so yeah, it's been a challenge. As I've said to others, sometimes it's a weakness, sometimes it's a strength, because as a shepherd, as a pastor, as a priest, you have to serve totally your people. But then there are those moments when you feel it as a dad, and that hurts. And I know how these dads are feeling. We're looking at each other, trying to hold it together because we know what it's like to have a little girl in our arms, and so it's I pray to God that He allows me to use that for good, that experience of a father's pain, because we all have it. That's for sure.
Can you talk specifically about how there's a Texan response to this tragedy? How have you seen the faithful in the state of Texas rally together during this time?
Well, it's beautiful. I am a proud Texan, and it is, God bless me with being a Texan, and I just see the goodness of ordinary people, Catholic and Protestant. The Catholic Church in Texas, Father Raphael is this priest who helped the Harbors down in Hunt, Texas, and he's coming up for the funeral on Monday, and we Catholics have just come together to help, and from food to laughter to a shoulder. I'm thank God I'm a Catholic in Texas, and because it's just beautiful how we've rolled up our sleeves and taken care of each other. The bishop here in Dallas has been such a pastor to me and to us. I'm proud.
Father, can you briefly tell us more about Camp Mystic? It was a Christian camp, not a Catholic camp, but it seems a lot of Catholics were there.
Yes, ma'am. Camp Mystic is one of the great camps along that river. Camp Waldemar and another. They're as I said, that's Summer Camp Central, and we've had St. Rita girls going there forever. And one of our parishioners, Avery, she is a St. Rita graduate and graduate of Ursuline Academy, and in college now. She was a counselor and rescued kiddos until she herself had to be rescued. And I've been texting with her about how proud I am of her. And she is the one who told me that Camp Mystic would provide Mass for the Catholics there, and so it was a beautiful place of charity between Catholics and Protestants, and so when you see that video, those girls singing Amazing Grace, there's Catholic kids on that bus singing it, and it's just beautiful.
It's so beautiful. And Father, I just want to thank you again for speaking with us. Please be assured of our prayers for your parish and for the Harbor family in particular.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.